So moving along, I'm going to have a question for Mr. Glenroy March now. So be ready. Jamaica, more than ever, is seeking to foster an environment that gives wings to the creative genius of their youth. If the energies and creativity are not harnessed in productive ways, Jamaica will fall short of its economic and social goals. More than ever, Jamaica vows to marginalize no one. As we are also a very practical culture, many young, creative people want to follow their passions, but they don't know exactly how or may not have the support that they are looking for. To Mr. Glenroy March, could you please share your story as a celebrated fashion designer and entrepreneur, the challenges you faced, and what allowed you to achieve and sustain your success today? Oh, sorry.
Hello? Good. Okay, I think this question is going to break up in two parts. I will talk about my story, and I'll try to come up with a solution to where we can fix that problem.
Thank you.
1, 2. Okay, so I think growing up in Jamaica at an early age, I know I always love fashion. It's simple and easy as that. But that's not what my parents have for me. The Jamaican parents always think that you have to be a lawyer, have to be a doctor, you got to be a teacher, a policeman. But for me, no, I don't want to do nothing else. It's as easy as that. So my mom was, maybe I could say the one that worries more, but my grandmother said something that stick with me. Let the boy do what he want to do. And I think a lot of you can relate. It means I can let him do what he wants to do. And it gives me the okay at that point that although my mother may feel bad and think that I won't have enough money to survive, because at one point she says, you just go cut all cloth for people. And that lives with me too. But it makes me work harder because I prove to her that all cloth can make money. So it's I think the problem in Jamaica is the creative side is because you don't have a paycheck. At the end of the week, you not have $350. Okay, $100 is for rent, $2 is for here and there. Being a creative person, you don't. I always tell people is what you put in is what you're going to get back in return. So for me, it was hard. I won't say it's easy. It'd be easier if I had a 9-to-5. But as long as you believe in yourself and you have a dream and you have a vision and you stick with it, I think it's very important, and that's what I did with mine. Cut my story short, I worked in the hotel first for Super Clubs for years, and I saved my money. And then on my day off, I drive into Kingston to buy fabric. Then we used to have passes to the hotel, and I found a seamstress from St. Elizabeth, and the passes that the hotel give me, I use it to sign her in. And from the hotel, I did my first show, which was Caribbean Fashion Week in 2003. So again, you have to do what you have to do to get to the next level. Then after I saved enough money working at the hotel, at 20 years old, I leave and went to Montego Bay, opens my first couture showroom. And it was good because I know the people in the hotel. So all the entertainers, I did their clothes, all the costume I do, and I create a great name. Fashion is about illusion. It's all about how you set up, how you look, how you deal with the clients. Good. So I get that done. Went to Canada, represent Jamaica, and I won that competition. And okay, my eyes open up again. Okay, I need to move again. And I decide, I make some calls, try to figure some stuff out. And I did. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to move to America. It's as easy as that. I am going to move to America because I want to bigger. I started to read the Vogue, the Elle, and all the bigger magazines. So I said, okay. And funnily, I just planned, okay, I'm going to leave in 6 months. And literally, I did. When I got to America now, of course, you all know there's papers to figure out where I'm going to start. It's not at home where I can turn to somebody and say, can I borrow some money? you know? So, but what I did was I went back to work. So instead, I go straight into the fashion, but at nights I go home, I sew. But as time goes by, I have these side jobs that I have to go to when I don't really want to go. But I know I have to do that in order to get to the next level because I've done it in Jamaica before. So, and I did that and I push and I made my way through. A lot of times people ask, how do you maintain? Because that's all I've been doing full time for years, which a lot of creative person, a lot of designers cannot. They have part-time jobs. I think if you have a strong foundation, you know, it's very important if you go anything in the arts, and singer, an entertainer, a dancer, a fashion designer, or any entrepreneur, you have to have a strong passion for what you do. And as long as you do, you works for free. 24 hours, late at night, you're up. You still keep going, even when you don't have no money. I plan shows without money, and you'll be surprised how the show comes off amazing. So you have to just believe and just keep going. Building relationship is key. My number one source is relationship. I can call anyone. Like I can tell you guys, for the men's weekend this season, is I partner with one of a big company, Coco Matt, and it's True Relationship. Another friend said, here we go. There are models that I build relationship with over and over. I can say, girl, I need you, honey. You know, so, but you also have to look out back for them. You can't just keep take. So if she come and said, can I borrow a dress? You can't say anything. She can have, if you just make one. You know, so it's just about how you structure your business. And the creative environment, it's a really good place, but you also have to be strong because people will tear you down, as well as your family. Like, why didn't you go back to school? Okay, we'll give you the money to be a doctor. But that's not what you want. So you also have that stress and level that you have to deal with at home too, not only dealing with editors or people saying stuff about the brand. For me, is the brand have grown so much. We have two collections, the Dimanche Couture, the DM by Dimanche, which is the ready-to-wear collection. And we just launched 6 months ago our cosmetic collection that is doing excellent. So it is really good. I wrote a book for the 10-year anniversary called Rouge, and it does very well in the fashion schools, and it does very good for young people. We got to find a way how we partner. What it is that I dump my story in 10 years in it. So it shows like, it's almost like you can take it and model your life off it if you want to create a brand. So this is what I love. These are the people. And you can see how I've grown from a club show to a bigger space and traveling. So it will be good for young people. And I use it because I do critique at NYU, at FIT. I cover some lecture class here and there for the young people. And the book plays a lot because they ask the question every day, how do you do it? But I don't have the money. The truth is you don't need the money. You just need to know where you're going, and you just need to have a dream. And I think that's where it's all starts. As she says, she didn't have the money, but she still believed and she still go. All she had was her contacts. All I have was some pieces from Jamaica from an old collection. So I'm going to wrap up short. Allow your kids and talk to aunt and cousins who don't want your kids to get into arts. It's good. When you really make it, a painter, you can sell a $20 billion painting. A designer at this level, I sell a $2,000 dress. In 5 years' times or less, that dress becomes $20,000. Or in the real couture house, and as I grow, I can do a couture gown for $100,000. So make more money than your lawyers and your doctors, right? So I'll wrap it up. Thank you.